Anybody got a tracker for velocity, feet, anything like that by chance? I think it probably went about 400 feet at least, depending on which way you calculated that in terms of the front throw or the back throw. And just so you know, I have been trying to get my rotator cuff a little bit stronger over the last year. Just showing it off is all I'm doing. And if you're wondering why I started out with these shenanigans, I'll get to that in just a second. Hello everybody and welcome to the Broulis Beat Report. I am your host Nick Broulis, and what is up, Ohio? Thank you for joining me on the Broulis Beat Report. The Broulis Beat Report is always brought to you by Cafe 80s. I wanted to send a special thank you out to Andy, Casey, Dan, and Barry. Just got a chance to go out there Friday night. Great time, great food, great music as always. If you are like me and you still love that 80s music, you will definitely want to check out a Cafe 80s show. And if you are looking for ways to follow them, it's very easy. Just go to Facebook and type in Cafe 80s. Go to their actual website, thecafe80s.net, and download that Bands in Town app, and then type in Cafe 80s and hit track. You'll get email notifications letting you know when they're in the area near you. Well, I wanted to kind of start things off a little differently because if you haven't seen it by now, or at least heard about it, Trevor Bauer decided he wanted to launch the baseball over the center field wall at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City during the Tribe's loss to the Royals yesterday. Well, I thought it was funny in a way, I'm not going to lie, but at the end of the day, I'm like, what are you thinking? I mean, seriously? And the fact that I seen some people on Twitter, by the way, you can follow me on Twitter, at Broulis Report, that's B as in boy, R-O-U-L-I-S, some people were trying to defend him. Are you serious? This guy launches a ball at the center field wall in Kauffman Stadium, and you're trying to defend him. Like, I've seen some people seriously get on Twitter and not actually get on it, but they tweeted out, oh, he's just showing his emotion. It's better than being a robot. Really? Look, I'm not saying everybody has to like the style that Corey Kluber is, where he's like a machine and he just doesn't show any emotion and all that. I get that some people want to see emotion. But that's going way overboard if you ask me. Now, here's the other thing. With the trade deadline coming up on July 31st, makes you wonder, has this hurt the trade value for Trevor Bauer? And I know some people have asked me, why would you want to trade Trevor Bauer? You're right in there. The Indians have shrunk an 11.5 game lead that the Twins had in the AL Central down to just, was it 2 games now, roughly? 2.5? Okay, again, he's up for arbitration. He's going to probably ask for $20 million at least. And also, he keeps telling people he's not going to sign any long-term deals. The Indians are not going to be able to keep him around, so now's the perfect time to try and get the best that you can for him. And then after he pulls this stunt in Kansas City, I mean, I know there's teams out there that are like, okay, whatever, we're only going to use him for the rest of this year. But still, you show up your teammates, your manager, the other team, which, might I add before I forget, this apology that he comes out with, I believe that he was apologetic. I really sincerely do that he was sorry. But that's not the point. He didn't even include the Royals in his apology, the team that was knocking him around the whole time. Really? How do you not include the opposing team? Okay, so things didn't go your way. The start didn't go the way you wanted. That doesn't mean you showed them up by launching the ball over the center field wall. Oh my gosh, really? And the thing that really stinks about all this is the fact of the Indians had so much momentum. So much momentum. And now they're going to start a grueling series with the Houston Astros, who are no one to laugh at by any means. They're one of the best teams in baseball. So now the Indians have to overcome all this crap that Trevor Bauer did, and they're going to come out and try to take at least 2 out of 3 from the Astros. Oh my goodness gracious. Why? Why does this have to happen now is my question. So, again, I appreciate the fact that Trevor Bauer is a student of the game. He plays with a lot of passion, and he loves the game. I get all that. But you have to do this in a controlled manner. You have to be able to control aggression is what I'm getting at. Controlled aggression. This was just not the right time. So, if you're wondering how I was feeling about the Trevor Bauer situation, that's how I'm feeling. He's had this problem his whole career. You've got to control your emotions better off than that. This is professional baseball, professional sports. You have to do a better job of that. I want to thank all of you for joining me on this edition of the Broulis Beat Report. And until next time, have a good one, everybody.